The light of the Crystalline Realm faded behind them as Elsa and Anna stepped out, their hands still joined. The sky above Arendelle had darkened, not with storm clouds, but with something deeper. The stars seemed fewer. The moon flickered like a candle nearly out. "It's begun," Elsa said quietly. "The balance is breaking." Back in Arendelle, Queen Anna's absence was beginning to show. Wind screamed through the streets without direction. Snow fell in summer, while the field churned and hissed as if alive. Fires flared blue in their lanterns. Children spoke of shadows moving beneath the lake ice. Kristoff, having returned from the edge of the world, rallied the royal guards. But the people whispered fearfully of one word: Veyrix. A name that had only existed in legend. It had taken shape in the north, but its roots were spreading south. In the enchanted forest, Bruni the fire spirit fled from invisible winds. Gel couldn't fly straight. The earth giants stirred restlessly, groaning like thunder. And deep below Arendelle, the glacier cracked. Veyrix had awakened something older than spirits. Elsa could feel it, the presence of Veyrix, not just outside, but inside her. It whispered when she closed her eyes. It reminded her of every mistake. Every time she heard Anna. Every moment she felt different. "You are the bridge," it hissed, "but bridges can break." She sought Grandpappy and the elder trolls. They formed a circle of stone and placed Elsa in the center. "The fifth spirit is the balance," said Pappy. "But Veyrix is imbalance given form. It does not want destruction, it wants inversion. Fire where there was water. Ice where there was life. Lies where there was memory. To fight it, Elsa would need to divide her powers, share her spirit." "You cannot carry all of this alone," said Pappy. "Even the fifth needs support." Elsa looked at Anna. "Then we do this together." As the sisters began the ritual, the sky over Arendelle cracked with purple lightning. Veyrix was moving, fast. It entered the palace, not as a monster, but as a whisper. Mirrors shattered. Paintings of the royal family wept frost. And then, Queen Iduna's portrait cracked in half. Suddenly, Anna screamed. A sharp pain struck her chest. Not physical, but memory-based. "It's rewriting us," Elsa gasped. "It's using our past against us." Their connection, once their strength, had become Veyrix's weapon. The creature emerged in the palace, its form now that of a ghostly Elsa, eyes like obsidian. "You brought light to Arendelle," it said. "I bring truth. The world was never meant for balance. Only silence." But Arendelle would not fall quietly. The castle guards, the Northuldra warriors, and even Kristoff led a counterattack to protect the kingdom. The enchanted spirits, Bruni, Gale, Nock, and the earth giants, joined the defense. Even Olaf appeared, reformed with a flicker of Elsa's memory, holding a lantern. "If we fall together," he said. "But I'd rather we rise together." Anna realized they needed to restore one thing Veyrix could never understand, hope born from choice. She ran to the throne room. Raising the royal banner of her parents, she declared, this kingdom was built on love, not lies. With that, Elsa called down a storm of light from Arendelle memory river. The skies parted for a moment. And Elsa, shining with ice and warmth together, faced Veyrix head-on. "You are everything I feared," she said, "but I no longer fear myself." With Anna beside her, they fused their hands together, and unleashed a twin blast of spirit power. Light and dark collided. Glass shattered. Wind died. And Veyrix vanished into frost.